Hello everybody, here we are in part B on the 2001 grade 8 multiple choice contest. That's right, the grade 8 Gauss. So now we're at the very first question in part B, and that means each question is not worth 5 anymore. Each correct answer is worth 6. Okay? So we should expect the questions to be ever so slightly harder. Very first question, question 11. Hopefully you had a chance to take a look at it. So in a class of 25 students, each student has at most one pet. So some could have one pet, some could have 0 pets. 3/5 of the students have cats. 20% have dogs. 3 have elephants, and the other students have no pets at all. How many students have no pets? Okay. So the total of 25 is made up of students who have cats, students who have dogs, students who have elephants, and students who have no pets. And notice the way the question is worded. Each student has at most pet. That means there's no overlap between the cat students and the dog students. And there's no student who has an elephant and also has a cat, that sort of stuff. So this question is basically just down to, can we figure out what 3/5 of the students, 20% of the students mean? So can we convert percentages into fractions, and can we use fractions to figure out the whole parts of the student body that have cats and dogs and elephants? Okay. So if we wanted to, we could start this off very nice and very algebra-y. So let's see, equal the number of students with cats. So the number of students with cats will go number with cats. You don't have to be this formal about it. D is going to be the number with dogs. I almost wrote dogs backwards, which would have been gods, and that would have been a different question altogether. Dogs. E is the number with elephants. It's a very fun pet. Reminds me of an old Simpsons episode. And we'll let N be the number with no pets. So N is what we want to work out. Now we know some things. For example, the class has 25 students. And it's made up of the students with dogs, the students with cats, the students with elephants, and the students with no pets. So 25 is C plus D plus E plus N. Now we want N. N is the one we want, so let's first rearrange this equation. To figure out N, we would take the total number of students and subtract off those who have cats, those who have dogs, and those who have elephants. Okay? So that'll give us N, as provided we know what C, D, and E are. Now we're told in the question that 3 students have elephants, so we already know that E is 3. But how about C? The number of cats. Well, we were told that 3/5 of all students. How many students are there? There's 25. So 3/5 of 25, which is 15. 15 students have cats. Well, dogs, that's 20% of the students. That's 20% of 25. And we have to remember, well, how do we figure out percents of things? It's very hard to, but what we do is we change our percent into a fraction. So the total is always 100%, so 20% out of 100% of 25. And suddenly these percents go away as though they were units. And we're left with 20 over 100 times 25. And those are fractions. That's a fraction, doesn't have any units, and so we can multiply it by 25. Everything's nice and neat. And when you do this, 20 over 100, well, that's just 1 over 5, so that's going to be 1/5 of 25. 5 students have dogs. So the number of students with no pets, 25 minus 15 minus 5 minus 3. 25 minus 15, that's 10. Minus 5 is 5, minus 3 is 2. So 2 students have no pets. Now let's put a little box around that. And hopefully 2 was one of the answers. It is, it's D, it's that 4th answer. So we'd write in D And there we go. Hopefully we've nabbed ourselves 6 points with the correct answer of D. So in the next video, we're going to move on to question number 12, which talks about prime numbers and gives us a super prime. So I'm looking forward to that question. Hopefully you are. And I'll see you for question 12 in the next video.